Dr.Willie Wilson.
Yes.
Why do you believe the National Guard can help reduce violence in Chicago?
Okay, why do I believe the National Guard can help reduce crime in Chicago? Well, we short of over 2,000 police officers. The superintendent of police, in my opinion, is a good person, know what he's doing, but he needs the people to be able to do the job. So if you're short 2,000 people, 1,500 to 2,000 people, it makes it difficult to cover the whole city. People are dying. This past weekend, as you know, some 56 people got shot. 7 of them got killed. Today, I understand on the Eisenhower Expressway, some shot was fired there. The citizens need to feel comfortable and secure. The Democratic Party, in my opinion, just have not done a good job in crime. They don't want to be in charge. I think you got to recognize that, look, when you're in charge of something, then you got to take full responsibility. The National Guard, in my opinion, can come and help solve the situation. And even if they don't able to solve the situation, but if they save 1 life or 2 life or 3 life, it's worth it. I put life over from church, anybody territory, things of that nature. I put life over that. Whatever motive anybody may have, it doesn't matter as long as you can save a life. So I welcome them to come in, and maybe if they catch some of those people, some of those guys that done committed a crime, then they won't be able to commit them no more. So I say that I know Chicago, the superintendent can do a job if they had enough help to be able to do it. Meanwhile, let's accept President Trump offered to come in here and help people not to fear a lot about their life and livelihood.
Governor Pritzker and Mayor Johnson suggest that National Guard would be an occupying force and will do more harm than good.
Well, I disagree with that. Every weekend somebody's getting shot and killed, So they've been trying for this thing for the last 4 or 5 years themselves. But they say crime is going down, but you're still losing a lot of life. That haven't worked. They have failed the citizen, and so that's not working. So let's try something new. The governor and the mayor here in Chicago, the resources that it takes to get police officers on the street, they took over $1 billion last year and spent on illegal immigrants, people coming into the country and the city illegal, right? They could have took those dollars and hired enough police officers to help the superintendent to be able to do his job and take care of the situation, right? So I think nobody likes to fail, but one thing about it, you must accept failure when it's in your face. I think there have been situations just don't want to, I guess you'd be able to say a loser in this particular situation. Nothing wrong with losing something if you recognize it and then try to help fix it and accept help when you need it. So that's my opinion.
All right, good afternoon, Dr. Willie Wilson. Why are the Democrat leaders resisting help from Washington, and it will protect the citizens?
It would protect the citizen, in my opinion, if I hear your question right, is that they don't want to accept help from Washington, right?
Why are they resisting?
Well, because I think they're too proud, to accept that they have lost this battle in Chicago or crime. They're taking it, they haven't managed the money to circulate it the right way, in my opinion, And so you have to take the pride off here I mean, what about the people who lose their loved one? You got to take those families to the cemetery. Why? Who going to comfort them? Who going to take and send them a card? Who going to the cemetery and comfort those families out of these politicians? You know, versus over here, you know, they haven't accepted the situation that they have failed. I think it's all wrong for the wrong reason. And most citizens in Chicago, from the survey, want the security guard here to have some relief. You know, they just point blank made a decision without even consulting, doing a survey about the citizen in terms of sanctuary city. They wouldn't even allow sanctuary city to be voted on to the people. You know, so that is wrong in my opinion. And so they're supposed to be serving the people, not the people serving them and going through these changes and people scared to leave out their homes. Kids getting killed, senior citizens getting killed or robbed. They scared to come out of their homes. They're scared to go to school. And they even taking the police officer from out of the schools. With all the school shooting going on, these guys took the security guard, police officer out of the school. That don't make sense. So I don't understand it, but I will always put my 2 cents, my voice in, and talk against it when I see something wrong. Yeah.
All right, Dr. Willie Wilson. It is estimated that 75% of shooting victims are Black. Why is this being tolerated in the Black community?
I think, look, there's a number of different reasons, in my opinion. First of all, the Black community are in a depressed stage. A lot of the people who cannot make a decent living. A lot of the people don't have the trade school, not getting the education there, not enough resources coming into that. Don't even have health insurance, you know. Don't have food to eat. Their kids is out school and into different situations that they should not get themselves involved with. So the parents working 2, 3 jobs, trying to make it. Parents get sick, go to the hospital, they get out, they still don't have the money to take them by medication. You know, the kids get sick, they already in a situation where the parents don't have money to even buy food to feed them. You know, so all these things here is a situation. Now I think it's gonna be even tougher because a lot of the program been closed down, where that the average kid that goes to school, particularly in the poor area, in Chicago, they used to go to school for 3 meals a day. A lot of that gonna be cut out now, you know. And so we need to do a better job, the politicians who control this money.
Dr. Wilson, what do you say to the critics who believe President Trump is trying to make Democratic leaders look bad on crime by sending in the National Guard?
Well, whatever his motive is, life take precedent over any of that. I can't speak for the president, but a lot of things I do not agree on what he have done, such as, you know, tariffs on businesses. Food prices goes up, you know, in the neighborhood. The aid to third world country, a lot of people gonna die as a result of that. But on this one thing, I support him 1,000%. Is bringing the security guard in here, National Guard in here, and whoever the critics are, if they lose a son or daughter or spouse, I guarantee they'll change their mind. And I also would say this too: if the governor would live down on Michigan Avenue, wherever he live at, or the mayor got 100 and some odd police officers on him, If this happened, the governor to lose one weekend, 52 shooting, 7 people died in his neighborhood. And we asked him what he gonna do, right? So I say, look, welcome President Trump for sending these in, and save some lives, just like they did in Washington D.C.
So, Dr. Wilson, people are saying that President Trump is trying to distract from other issues by focusing on crime. What's your thoughts on that?
If we're gonna say crime, let's distract some more. That's all I can say. All right. If you're gonna say crime, you're gonna distract them more. All right.
Thank you, Dr. Wilson.
All right. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. All right.